welcome to the Recognition Awards Informational webinar. It's great to see so many of you in attendance today, and we're really excited to celebrate the work that your school food authority is doing around nutritious meals for students. In late 2022, USDA Food and Nutrition Service established the Healthy Meals Incentives Initiative to provide direct support to school food authorities in improving the nutritional quality of school meals through food systems transformation, school food authority recognition and technical assistance, the generation and sharing of innovative ideas and tested practices, and through grants. We're so grateful to USDA Food and Nutrition Service for funding the Healthy Meals Incentives Initiative. We really see this partnership as a wonderful opportunity to connect and follow through on both of our organizational commitments to ensure that every student has access to healthy school meals. And again, just thank you all for joining us today. It's so wonderful to see so many states represented in this space. My name's Maureen Bailey, and I'm the Senior Manager of Professional Development and Evaluation at RMC Health. I'm joined today by some of my amazing colleagues. So Neha and Ava, can you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Neha Patel, and I'm one of the nutrition program managers with Action for Healthy Kids.
Hello, my name is Ava Konezik. I'm the Senior Program Coordinator with Action for Healthy Kids on the HMI project. I am also your tech help today, so if you have any issues with the links that are in the chat or with viewing the webinar, please send me a message. Thank you.
Thank you, Neha and Ava. We're also joined today by Barb Makura, the Program Director for the Healthy Meals Incentives Initiative at Action for Healthy Kids, and Allison Foote, the Senior Manager for the Healthy Meals Incentives Initiative. They're here today to help us answer any questions that you might have during the webinar. So please remember to use that Q&A feature on the Zoom toolbar, and Allison and Barb will work to answer every question as they arise. On the screen is our agenda for today. During our time together, we're going to provide an overview of the Recognition Awards. We'll discuss how to apply for an award and the technical assistance that's available to support you with the application process. And we'll also identify a few upcoming opportunities. Our objectives for today's webinar are also on the screen. So by the end of this webinar, you'll be able to identify the categories for the Recognition Awards. You'll be able to identify how to apply for a Recognition Award, and you'll be able to identify how to receive technical assistance for applying for one of the Recognition Awards. You'll also be able to identify what Recognition Award recipients will receive as part of this award. So before we get started, we really want to hear from you. There's just so much amazing work going on in all of your school food authorities across the entire country, and we cannot wait to celebrate with you. We're so excited. So we're curious, in the chat, go ahead and type, what are you looking forward to celebrating about your nutrition program? What can we celebrate with you? And we'll give you a minute to respond to this question in our chat. School Hero Day. Ooh, Tara, I want to hear more about that. Farm to school and locally sourced foods, hitting the cafeteria, love it. Using more local foods, innovation and nutrition education, offering more meal choices, healthier food options, scratch cooked meals, nice. Starting a second breakfast, love to hear that. Adding fresh fruits, that is huge. Incorporating local fresh foods during your food fusion. Student engagement, love it, nice. So good to get students involved and families. Increased variety and innovation of how the serving line looks, wonderful, love to hear it. So many good things to celebrate here. Lower sugar breakfast items, more protein, scratch cooking training for staff, wonderful. Revamping the school breakfast program, offering more fresh produce. Starting a student ambassador lunch group. Oh, I can't wait to hear more about that. That sounds exciting. Pop-up cooking demos. National School Breakfast Week. So much going on. Like I said, so much amazing work going on across the country in all of your school food authorities. And we are so excited for you all to apply for the recognition award so that we can celebrate with each and every one of you. All right, and I'm going to pass it over to Neha to do an overview of the recognition awards.
All right, thank you, Maureen. So let's begin by discussing an overview of the recognition awards, their criterias, and each category. All right, so as a part of cooperative agreement to develop and implement the USDA Food and Nutrition Services Healthy Meals and Incentives Initiative, Action for Healthy Kids is recognizing and celebrating school food authorities who have made operational changes to improve nutritional quality of their school meals, as well as SFAs who have made operational changes, to engage students and families in nutrition education and in the planning and preparation of nutritious school meals. The recognition awards will spotlight innovative and best practices, student and community engagement activities, and strategies schools have used to provide meals that are consistent with the 2020 to 2025 dietary guidelines for Americans. With these awards, our goals is to recognize exceptional school nutrition programs and hardworking school nutrition professionals, along with the contributions they make daily to their communities. School nutrition is a critical part of a holistic approach to child health that has the ability to transform the lives of students across the country. So we're very, very excited to share that the Recognition Awards application process has recently been streamlined. So now the process is easier and faster to apply and be recognized. The Recognition Awards application is open and will close on June 30th, 2025. Applications will be reviewed on a rolling basis over the application period. There are a total of 8 recognition awards. It is important to note that each award criteria must have been met within the past 12 months. So let's take a closer look at the different awards and the main criteria for each award. A PDF is being shared in the chat that outlines the full criteria for each award that we will discuss today. First are the Trailblazer Awards that highlight SFAs paving the path with gradual changes in school menus to be consistent with the 2020 to 2025 dietary guidelines for Americans, specifically for reducing sodium in school lunch and added sugars in school breakfast. With this category, there are 4 awards, including the Breakfast Trailblazer, Small and/or Rural SFA Breakfast Trailblazer, Lunch Trailblazer, and Small and/or Rural SFA Lunch Trailblazer. To qualify for the Small and Rural Awards, an SFA must have an enrollment of less than or equal to 5,000 students and/or the majority of the students within the SFA are enrolled in a rural school defined by a locality code of 41, 42, or 43, according to the National Center for Education Statistics online tool. The link to this tool is being shared in the chat. So to determine if your SFA is rural, as defined by the locality codes of 41, 42, or 43, you can also check by clicking on the link for the National Center for Education, National Center for Education Statistics online tool. The Breakfast Trailblazer Award fuels a student's day by providing a nutritious breakfast with limited added sugars. School breakfast can be the foundation to student success. Criteria for these awards include strategies to reduce sugar. Implementation of student engagement techniques is required for the regular Breakfast Trailblazer Award, but not the Small Rural Award. There are several strategies that your school food authority can select from to achieve this, including, but not limited to, offering only unflavored milk, serving breakfast cereals that contain less than or equal to 6 grams of added sugars per dry ounce. All yogurts served have less than or equal to 12 grams of added sugars per 6 ounces. No grain-based desserts are offered, and weekly breakfast menus have been modified to reduce added sugars to less than 10% of the calories. So do you have other strategies for reducing added sugars at breakfast? If so, those count too. We can't wait to hear how your SFA is reducing sugars at school breakfast. It is important to note that there are more specific criteria for each award. Please refer to the award criteria document previously shared in the chat for more details. Small changes to your lunch menu can shake up big flavors and get you to your target. The Lunch Trailblazer has reduced sodium in school lunch. Criteria for these awards includes at least 2 strategies to reduce sodium. Implementation of student engagement activities is required for these regular Lunch Trailblazer award, but not the award for small rural SFAs. So there are several strategies your SFA can also implement to help meet these criteria, including, but not limited to, incorporating fresh or frozen poultry, fish, pork, beef, and lean meat with no saline or salt solution added, serving fresh vegetables and or frozen canned vegetables with no salt, purchasing lower sodium forms of products from vendors, and using natural flavor substitutes to replace or reduce the amount of sodium in main dishes and or sides such as garlic, citrus juice, salt-free seasonings, herbs, or spices. Did your SFA reduce sodium in other ways? This also counts. We can't wait to hear about the strategies you used in your SFA to reduce sodium. Again, there are additional criteria that must be met to receive these awards. Please refer to the Recognition Awards criteria document to learn more about the specific criteria for each award. The documentation for Trailblazer Awards includes a list of schools that implemented activities to meet the award criteria, a written description of the activities implemented to improve school meals, copies of the menu, and optional photos. Production records and nutrient analysis are not required. I will pass it back over to Maureen.
Thank you, Neha. So next are the Innovative Practice Award Series that highlights unique and innovative approaches not traditionally used in schools, as well as achievements that school food authorities are making to engage students and families to offer nutritious meals. These school food authorities are working toward exceeding the school nutrition standards. Within this category, there are 4 awards, including the Innovative School Lunch Makeover, Innovation in the Cultural Diversity of School Meals, Innovation in the Preparation of School Meals, and Innovation in Nutrition Education. The Innovative School Lunch Makeover improves the nutritional quality of a school lunch meal for at least one grade group while maintaining student acceptance. Criteria for this award includes, but is not limited to, reimbursable meal including all components, grains must be whole grain rich grains, engaging students in the selection and development and marketing or promotion of the makeover meal, and the healthy meals incentive sodium limits are met for that meal. Changes can be made to entrees and or sides. Again, please refer to that Recognition Awards criteria for additional details. Innovation in the cultural diversity of school meals entails collaborating with students and or the community to offer nutritious school meal menu options that reflect the cultures of students. Criteria for this award includes offering at least one entree and 2 different sides that reflect the cultures of students at the school and providing culturally appropriate education for students and their families on the new menu offerings and their cultural significance. Innovation in the preparation of school meals entails the implementation of meal service of at least 3 new menu items. They can be entrees or sides prepared from scratch. Criteria for this award include, but are not limited to, offering at least 3 new menu items, entrees and or sides, prepared from scratch using a local agricultural product or USDA food is encouraged, but it is not required. The scratch prepared menu items must be prepared from standardized recipes, provide the minimum creditable amount of at least 1 meal component, and fit into weekly and fit into weekly meal pattern requirements. The recipe may be from a source other than the award applicant. So for example, here, you could use recipes from the Child Nutrition Recipe Box. You could use recipes from Chef Ann Foundation Lunchbox, or you could look at Healthy School Recipes. So the School Food Authority must also engage students in the marketing of new menu items. Again, you can refer back to that award criteria document to see all of the criteria for the innovation in the preparation of school meals awards. For the innovation in nutrition education, this involves the implementation of nutrition education activities that make classroom, cafeteria, community, and home connections for students and parents or guardians. Within the last 12 months, the School Food Authority offered nutrition education by choosing 2 of the 5 following criteria to apply for this award. The School Food Authority's local wellness policy includes specific goals for nutrition education. In addition, nutrition education is provided to elementary, middle, and high school students. They provide nutrition education to the parents or guardians of students that includes a discussion of the sodium, added sugars, and whole grain content of school meals. This can be one presentation, such as a back-to-school night, or it could also include a nutrition-focused newsletter that gets sent to all families. School nutrition education activities are coordinated with school nutrition services and any farm-to-school activities. Students are engaged in nutrition promotions and campaigns, including nutrition education posters and signage, student cafeteria ambassador programs. I heard one person from the chat talk about that, so there you go. This one might be for you. And it also includes student-led school meal surveys and taste testing events. Local agriculture products are identified on the school menu and or in the school cafeterias in all schools within the School Food Authority when they're served. Again, you can review that recognition awards criteria document that Ava shared in the chat earlier today to review all of the criteria for this award. So these are some examples of the documentation requirements for the Innovation Awards. They include information on schools used to qualify for the awards. And then depending on the award, a written description of activities such as student engagement, collaboration with students in the community, and nutrition education may be required. You could upload copies of your menus, provide nutritional information such as a nutrient analysis of recipes. This one's only required for the School Lunch Makeover Award. Include standardized recipes. Again, this is only required for the innovation of the preparation of school meals. And you can also provide optional photographs to showcase the activities that your School Food Authority is implementing. So in a moment, a poll is going to appear on your screen. So we did a brief overview of those 8 awards. Which award are you most interested in? The Breakfast Trailblazer, Small and or Rural School Food Authority Breakfast Trailblazer, Lunch Trailblazer, Small and or Rural School Food Authority Lunch Trailblazer, Innovative School Lunch Makeover, the innovation in the cultural diversity of school meals, innovation in the preparation of school meals, or innovation in nutrition education. All right, it looks like we have a good spread here. We have about 21% who are really interested in the innovation in nutrition education, 15% innovation in the cultural diversity of school meals, 18% for a small and or rural school food authority lunch trailblazer. We are so excited to see what award you apply for and celebrate your SFA for these awards. So really quickly, we'd like to take a moment to recognize and celebrate the 4 school food authorities that have already received a recognition award. So first up, we have the Lunch Trailblazers. Clear Lake Community School District in Iowa is recognized as a lunch trailblazer for reducing sodium in their school menu items through creative strategies such as sourcing low or no sodium products, increasing the use of fresh local foods, and enhancing flavors with custom spice blends. Next up, we have Sandy Valley Local School District in Ohio, also recognized as a lunch trailblazer. And Sandy Valley Local School District has successfully lowered sodium in school lunches by procuring fresh and/or frozen meat and produce and selecting lower sodium foods for menu items. Their student council and social justice teams act as an advisory board by evaluating new school menu items and gathering feedback from their peers. The school district also conducts district-wide taste tests to gauge student interest in different scratch cooking options. Now we have the innovation in the preparation of school meal awardees. So first up here, we have Petersburg School District in Alaska receiving the Innovation in the Preparation of School Meals Award for their commitment to creating scratch and semi-scratch foods that incorporate local and culturally relevant ingredients like moose meat, carrots, herring eggs, and kale. And last but not least, we have the Regional School Unit 89 in Maine, also receiving the Innovation in Preparation for School Meals Award for incorporating more scratch cooking into menu items, such as homemade sub rolls using their oatmeal bread recipe, homemade croutons, pickles, and roasted chickpeas. RSU 89 has also partnered with a local farm, Keep Ridge Farm, in Benedicta to source produce like squash, onion, eggs, carrots, and kale. They host monthly taste tests, allowing the student body to determine what the next new menu item will be. So congratulations to the 4 current awardees, and we are so excited to celebrate with all 4 of you and the additional SFAs applying for one of the 8 recognition awards. And I'm going to pass it back over to Neha.
All right, so now that we've gone over a high-level overview of the awards, let's take a look at how you can apply. So first we'll go to the Healthy Meals Incentives website. The link to the site is being shared in the chat now. So once you go to the website, you'll click on the Recognition Awards tab at the top of the page, circled in black on the screen. After clicking on the Recognition Awards tab, you'll scroll down to where you see Key Dates and Application Portal. In order to apply for a recognition award, you will click on the green Apply Now button. You'll then be taken to the My Action for Healthy Kids portal login page. If you already have a portal account, you can log in, and if not, then you can select Not a Member and then create an account. Once you're logged into the portal, you will see this screen here, and then you will click on the Recognition Awards tab. So on the first page, you will see the application instructions. And then you will complete the School Food Authority profile. And then when scrolling on this page, let's see, you'll scroll down, when scrolling down on this page, the next step is to submit the state agency confirmation letter. This does not need to be completed in order to access the recognition award applications, but it will need to be submitted before the SFA will be able to submit an award application. So this is what the state agency letter upload application looks like. Once the School Food Authority attaches and submits the state agency letter, they will see this screen. You will click OK. And then please just remember to always click Save Progress as you're working on the application. The application will not save automatically, so just something to keep in mind. All right, and once a School Food Authority submits the SFA's profile application, you'll see a thank you message that will appear. So once the SFA presses OK, they will automatically be redirected to the page in the portal. This page is now the page that will appear each time the SFA selects the Recognition Award tab. All right, so we will keep scrolling down the same page, and here are the applications to the 8 awards. If an SFA is eligible, the icon will be in color. And if an SFA is ineligible or for a particular award, the icon will be gray. SFAs will select each icon to apply, and the layout is the same for each award. The application example is for the Lunch Trailblazer. So the first page is the instructions, which includes the application guidelines. Each award has specific criteria, as you're aware, that the School Food Authority must meet within the last 12 months. So please do refer back to that Recognition Award criteria document for more information. All right, so after selecting the next page, you will be taken to the application for the awards category you selected. And so again, this is the Lunch Trailblazer application. Supporting documents will vary from award to award. For the Lunch Trailblazer Award, supporting documents include lunch menus, a description of at least 2 strategies used to reduce sodium in the school lunch program, a description of student engagement activities, and a numbered list of all schools in the School Food Authority that participate in the National School Lunch Program. Optional documentation includes submission of photos showing the menu items and any relevant activities along with the completed media release forms. You will then be able to add supporting documentation below each criteria. So for example, in question 1 for the Lunch Trailblazer application, you will upload a list detailing names and corresponding grade levels for each school in the district participating in the National School Lunch Program, indicating which schools were used to qualify for this award. Statements with a red asterisk are required. An application cannot be submitted until all answer choices are selected and documentation is provided. So you do not need to complete the application in one sitting, but again, it is important to note that it will not save automatically. So please be sure to click the save button before leaving the application. And then this third page is the attestation. So just kind of signing your name, dating. All right, and this is the thank you message that will appear once the form is submitted. For more information, again, on the healthy meals incentives for schools, you can visit the link to USDA food and nutrition services that is shared in the thank you pop-up message. So once the SFA presses OK, they will be redirected to the page to apply for the awards. Once the SFA submits the application, the status will then update as they're approved or denied under the award icon. The download form option will appear under the award status in order to print or download the application as a PDF. If your SFA receives a recognition award, you will receive a congratulations email on the last day of the month in which the application was approved. If your SFA's application requires revisions to meet the recognition awards criteria, you will receive an email as soon as the status is updated in the portal to application needs revision. This email will include next steps that includes technical assistance to support your SFA in making changes to your application. So there is a lot included in what SFAs that receive an award will get. We aren't going to cover quite everything that is included during today's webinar, but here are a few of the highlights. If your SFA receives the award, you will receive a recognition awardee toolkit that will include a digital badge that can be incorporated into district and school websites, along with other digital assets. You will also receive a stipend for travel expenses to attend a Healthy Meals Summit to share best practices and also learn from other school nutrition professionals on strategies they use to earn the recognition awards. In addition to this, your SFA will receive national and local recognition, as well as have some media opportunities. Furthermore, we will provide templates and some celebratory ideas for recognizing the school nutrition team and at the school and or district level. Again, this is not an exhaustive list, but we can't wait to start celebrating with you. So it is also important to know that you are not alone in this process. If you do need support with the application process, you can request technical assistance by emailing awards@healthymealsincentives.org. And we are also going to review some other ways you can receive support with upcoming opportunities. And I will pass it back to Maureen.
Thank you, Neha. So now that we've reviewed the recognition award categories, how to apply, and some of the things that awarded school food authorities are going to receive, let's go over some additional opportunities. So we offer quarterly webinars to provide additional support and review questions that arise throughout this process. The quarterly recognition awards webinars can be used to support school food authorities in their planning as they consider what award to apply for. The registration link for the May 8th webinar is being shared in the chat now. As discussed at the start of this webinar, there are 8 awards that your school food authority can apply for. There will be recorded presentations for each award available on our website, and those are forthcoming. They'll be available soon. And those presentations are going to include more information about specific eligibility, criteria, required documentation, and how to apply for that specific award.
So now that we've done an overview of the awards and some upcoming opportunities, let's review some of the questions that we have received.
All right, your first question is for you, Neha. Can food service management companies submit a recognition award application on behalf of an SFA they are contracted with?
That is a great question. So recognition award applications must be submitted by a school food authority. Therefore, a food service management company can assist an SFA with their application, but they cannot submit it for the SFA.
Thank you. That's a popular question. Maureen, this next one is for you. Is this webinar recorded and will it be shared?
Yes, absolutely. So we are recording this webinar and it will be shared on the Healthy Meals Incentives website under the Recognition Awards resources within the next 2 weeks. Also, everyone who registered is going to receive a follow-up email within 2 weeks, and it'll include a PDF of today's slides, the links for the resources shared during this webinar. So if you haven't saved them all, that is okay. And it'll also include that recording of today's webinar.
You. And Neha, our last question is for you. How will I know if my SFA receives an award?
So if your SFA receives a recognition award, you will receive a congratulations email on the last day of the month in which the application was approved. And if your SFA's application requires revisions to meet the recognition award criteria, you will receive an email as soon as the status is updated in the portal to application needs revision. And then this email will also include next steps that include technical assistance to support your SFA in making changes to your application.
All right, a few quick reminders, and then we're going to go over some of the questions in the Q&A section as well. So if you would like to attend the May 8th webinar to receive additional information about the recognition awards, please register. Ava has shared that link in the chat, but she can go ahead and share it again if you wouldn't mind, Ava. Thank you. If you would like any support with the application process, please email awards@healthymealsincentives.org. This email is also going to be shared in the chat by Ava. And then once you close out of this webinar, a survey will appear. So please complete those survey questions. It's quick. We review all feedback and strive to implement the feedback we receive in our future webinars. Ava's also going to share that link in the chat for those of you that might have a pop-up blocker. So before we completely close out, let's review some of the Q&A. I know I got some messages too that I'm going through. One of the messages that I got, someone asked, where is that Healthy Meal Summit going to be at? What do we know about it? So for all awardees, you'll get invited to our Healthy Meal Summit that we've reviewed earlier. That is in beautiful downtown Las Vegas in October. We are so excited to celebrate with all of you then and there. Will this webinar be available to watch again? We answered that one. Yes, absolutely it will. We will email it out and it will be available on the website. Are there monetary awards associated with these other than the travel stipend? So great question. There are no additional monetary awards associated with HMI recognition awards. We do have that trip to, like I said, downtown Las Vegas, and you'll have local and national media opportunities as well to really highlight the work that your nutrition program is doing. All right, a question from Callie. I work with a state agency and I was wondering if there is a quick one-page handout that summarizes the types of awards available, deadlines, and a quick summary of the program. Yes, as Barb answered that, the USDA Team Nutrition will be sending out a newsletter with an HMI toolkit for state agencies with all of those resources and more. Karen, can you apply for more than one award? Yes, you can, and we encourage you to do so. So you can apply for as many awards as you're eligible to apply for. So yes, you can apply for any and all of them if you're eligible for them. You can only apply for each award. Well, you can only receive each award one time. So, but you can apply for all of them and receive all of them if you're eligible. And similarly, can an SFA apply for more than one award category? Absolutely. You can apply for all of them. As long as you are eligible and so move to do so. Let's see. Tammy, are links going to be emailed? Yes, absolutely. All of the resources shared during today's webinar will be sent in that follow-up email. They will also be available on our resources tab on our Healthy Meals Incentives website. All right. Thank you all for joining us today. We're going to stay on for just a couple of more minutes to see if any additional questions roll in that our team can answer. But we hope you have a wonderful rest of your, what is today? Wednesday, middle of the week. We're halfway there. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And we look forward to celebrating with you with our recognition awards. So have a great day, and we hope to see and celebrate with you soon.